down from Pittsburgh down to Virginia, to Luray, Virginia, and I got a job on a farm down there. I worked all winter. I cut down trees and chopped them up for firewood. I fed the animals. I did most everything that you have to do on a farm. Because the man who owned it was an old man. And I worked there all winter. And then in the spring, I said my goodbyes, and I went off to New York City.
I didn't know about that.
Okay. I got a job in the YMCA on the Bowery Branch YMCA, and worked in the kitchen. And then I got appendicitis.
Oh, okay, that's...
And I was operated on, and I was sent to a convalescent home to recover because I was financially unable to do it for myself. And I rode home, and it just happened that my sister Virginia was at the White Plains Hospital up there as a nurse. And so she came, and we had a nice time together, and I went home with her. And I stayed home for a while, and then...
Home at Virginia?
No, home in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And then, having the wanderlust, I took off again.
So did they make you take out the garbage while you were at
home?
Oh,
after that, I took off again, and I traveled by many ways, by hitchhiking, by trains, and so on to Montana, just a few miles from Stevensville, Montana, and I got a job on the Bar SM Ranch there, and my job was mostly cutting hay to feed the cattle during the winter time. And so I worked there, and
where in Montana?
For about 2 months. Then
I'm sorry, where did you say in Montana?
Stevensville, I'm near Missoula, south of Missoula.
Oh, okay.
South of Missoula. Then I went through Idaho, Washington, and Oregon, down into Northern California. And I happened to be riding on a boxcar, on top of a boxcar.
Oh, okay, this is that one.
And I saw two fellows out at the other end of the boxcar, but I didn't think much about it. And so we went into a tunnel, and it was black pitch. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face. And those two fellows were all over me. And when we got out in the light, they had me pinned down, and they tied me up and took all the money I had earned on the ranch and some Navajo rugs I was going to send home to my mother And one of them said, I think we should throw them off, don't you? Well, the train was traveling 60 miles an hour, so I didn't think much of the idea. But the other fellow said, now let them be. They would have had to untie me anyway, because they had me tied down to the catwalk on top of the boxcar. And so, when the train slowed down at some time, they got off, and I finally got myself untied, and at the next...
Where would you estimate that was?
Somewhere in Northern California. I'm not sure just where. And I got a job. I walked on the road, got a job on a peach ranch.